Hello everybody, I'm Mythus Operandi and welcome back to our episode 6 of our Stonewalkers adventure. The party are mid-combat. They've delved into the chasms near the Shattered Plains as there was reported sightings of Parshendi that were scouting far too close for the Alethi to be comfortable. It's a little bit dicey. It could go either way at this point, so why don't we just jump straight back on in and see if our party can overcome this encounter. Alright, we are back and we are in the thick of things. Mid-combat break. I don't mind. Alright, where we left off last time, we just saw a little snippet of Talanor's first duel. And we cut to it after the heat of battle, intending not to deal a fatal blow, had cut too deeply on the poor Parshendi in front of him. Now, unless I'm mistaken, you've got another action there, Talanor. What do you want to do as your third and final?
Talanor is surrounded by a couple disgust Spren, orange corkscrews drilling downwards, as well as a couple of fear Spren. And lastly, I would probably say a few... where are they? Shame Spren.
Oh, yeah.
As he kind of drops to his knees and scrambles over to this war form with his last action and tries desperately to put his hands over the bleeding wound he made as he just mumbles in Unkalaki, basically like, I didn't mean to, I wasn't trying to, I didn't know, and he's kind of out of it right now.
Okay. Roll for me I guess your third action, why don't you give me a medicine test? Also, did you do something with your microphone on break? You've become a little bit staticky, robotic-y.
No, I shouldn't have.
That's you, Mythus.
That's me.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Hold on a sec. Alright, we're back. I fixed it.
Yeah, his white suit is getting completely stained with the, if I remember correctly, isn't Unkalaki blood,
red, but Parshendi's orange.
Parshendi is orange.
Yeah, Parshendi, yeah. His suit is getting stained with the orange blood of this, Parshendi.
Look,
Smells like moss.
I will say that is enough to stabilize the Parshendi. You've succeeded on... Because you're not trained in medicine, are you?
No, I'm not. I'm just very smart.
You started to slow the blood. Whether or not it's enough to save him, we'll have to see what happens next. Okay, with Talanor down, you were taking was that a slow turn or a fast turn?
It's fast.
That was a slow, fast turn, yeah.
Okay, and that was your second action of the slow turn. Fast turn. That's what we're doing. Would anyone else like to take a fast turn?
No.
All right. We're going to Parshendi and fast turns for them. And we're actually going to have the more agile looking one with the bow at the back is taking another shot at Storm. This time, however, it seems a little bit more deadly than it was before.
Oh boy.
As she's going to attack. Are you going to burn any focus to a dodge?
Yeah, dodge to the attack roll.
I'm going
attack
to aid
roll.
it too.
Ah, how are you aiding it?
So, not having my weapon now, I've kind of noticed that she's got her bow and she's taking aim. I can see who she's aiming at, and I'm going to grab him and just kind of...
No, this is at Storm. Storm is all the way back.
Oh, in the
Yeah.
back. Oh, I was looking at Talanor.
Yeah, she is shooting at Storm.
Oh. Wait,
You're
right.
right.
I might be
You're
able to
your
do
own,
something,
son.
actually. Hold on. Where is it? I have to read it again. I don't have to be prepared and in range to really. So I'm just going to call out to him and say, "Storm in the distance." and just sort of like bring his attention to it.
I would say he's already got his attention to it. I don't think it
Oh, yeah, I've already
realistically
taken an arrow from
assists
it,
him
so,
to give an extra disadvantage. I would say your reaction, maybe save it, because the ones with axes, which are in immediate reaction to you, he's already aware the attack is coming. I don't think that's going to give him an edge to
yeah, and he's
affect it
already
anymore.
dodging, so it's already got disadvantage.
Yeah,
so
it's a little bit
you
hard
would have
where
to
you're
startle
positioned.
her.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay, so you are disadvantaging. She does have a single disadvantage though, which she was going. You were burning that on the attack hit, yeah?
Yeah, 2 attack hit.
Okay, so she's attacking with disadvantage. Oh, Kaladin, don't stand there. Come here, little guy. That's where
here
my
to save us in the chasm.
come on. Kaladin's gonna crash the stream. He just jumped on top of the tower, the PC, and his foot was awfully close to where the power button is.
Oh no!
Here's a tail. I don't know if you can see the tail. There it is.
Yes, tail tip.
Okay. Rolling with disadvantage. Let's do this.
Nice.
That's good.
That's a shame. Because
Did she want to graze? Can she graze?
I don't.
Does she spend
We had this
focus?
discussion last time. Can NPCs graze?
Do they have focus?
So,
Yeah, if they
Yes,
have
they've got
I
focus.
think.
oh, can they?
They can grace.
Because there's an ability in the Stone Ward tree that lets you turn, that lets you avoid graze damage, and there's a parry in the Warrior tree that lets you turn a hit into a graze. So
Yeah, we were talking about this.
Yep, she's gonna
Spoilers.
burn 1 focus to graze you. So you can now click the deal 1 times damage on the left there, and that should affect you properly.
Nope, it did not.
It should have. Let me just revert that.
I don't think you click raise.
I did click raise. That's why it's now a 5, not a 10. There you go.
Ooh, it's a 5 now.
Oh,
It's
it was a 5
5 now.
on my screen. I don't know why. It was a 5 on my screen. I'm not sure if there was just a Foundry bug there.
You have to click the graze.
I did click the graze.
Nothing
That's okay.
happened.
Nothing happened. That's her first action. Second action, she is going to do nothing. Actually, you know
Oh,
what?
she's
No.
not. She can brace.
She's not going to brace. Second action, because her weapon doesn't have the brace property and she doesn't have carapace. She is
Well-
going to. Yeah, she's going to aid an ally. Using her perception, she starts barking orders to the singer in the northwest there. As she does. Oh no, it's a reaction. Hold on a sec. I'm going to say that they can do this because I think it makes sense.
Okay.
If I look at gain advantage, interact, use a skill, ready, banter, drop, shove, recover, ready, grapple. No, I was thinking aid an ally as a reaction.
You
Never
could
mind.
probably do the use a skill action.
Yes.
Yeah. She'll use it. She won't do anything. That's her turn. She shot the bow, and she is barking out orders to the Warform Singer. They're both taking fast actions as well. So the one to the north is going to swing at Talanor with his first attack. Are you going to riposte? What are you thinking, Talanor? Are you trying
no,
to still
he's still
patch?
trying. He's still trying to stop the blood. He's not dodging or bracing. Nothing.
Actually, this is going to be a free roll. This isn't using a skill.
Oh.
Okay. He sees you doing that. How's he going to react?
I mean, he can see the Spren around Talanor expressing his emotions.
Yeah.
So
He's actually instead, he's going to step up and he's going to swing at Sun. Because he's noticed that you've dropped down to the ground and you're tending his companion. You're no longer threatening him with a weapon, and he notices Sun is still quite threatening there. So he's actually going to step up. First action, second action, swing. Are you doing anything there, Sun?
Well, Sun's still braced in that direction.
Yeah.
So there's just a disadvantage on attack from that. No other actions.
I
Okay.
can aid Sun now, yeah?
Yeah, I would say you could aid Sun. How are you doing it?
Same thing I was gonna do before. Just sort of notice that it's coming in and
Yep.
kind of like grab him and pull him, even though he's
Yeah.
like twice my goddamn size.
So you use your reaction. That's your only reaction until you take your turn.
Correct.
And you spend 1 focus.
It
Okay.
grants them advantage on their test.
So he should have disadvantage on the attack, and Sun should have advantage. Oh no,
Still learning.
Yeah, before
Hey.
an ally makes a skill test, you can use this reaction to grant them advantage on their test.
Never mind. You can't give him like
Yeah,
essentially
no,
the
it
dodge
doesn't work.
reaction.
No.
Keep your focus, and I am going to just swing with regular disadvantage. Was that to hit or to damage, Son?
To hit for this one.
To hit. He rolls a meaty axe swing. Oh,
That's not good.
Oh,
so the axe comes as it digs into you. He's just swung for center mass, trying to bring you down. Hits you
Oop,
for
we've
8
lost you,
points of
Michael.
damage. No, I'm still here on my side.
No sound, Michael.
I'm here on my side. Can anyone else hear me?
Stream.
I can.
I
You can
can.
hear him on screen.
Stream is good, and I can hear you. So it's just one
Hmm.
person who can't.
Might just be on your side, Jamie.
Can you guys hear him? On
I
me,
can
Yes.
still hear you.
I
Yes.
can't hear him at all. Hold on.
Tell him to refresh.
Refresh.
All right,
Yeah.
we'll cut that out in post. Son, you
It's down.
It's the Twitch screen
Got hit.
again.
take your damage.
So what's about exactly 0?
Exactly 0.
No, yeah.
I need you to roll for me a d8, son.
What?
That's a 22. How did you get that on a d8?
I clicked the roll injury, which says roll
What did
1d8.
they make you roll?
What the hell?
1d20
I
plus
don't
2. What the hell?
Oh, it's a shame because that was a net 20.
Oh, hold on a sec. I think
But,
what it's tried to do is injury duration. It's rolled injury duration, I think.
Yes.
So roll for me now a d8. Okay, so it's just a flesh wound. You've suffered a temporary injury until after your next long rest. And on the 6, you are disoriented. So he's actually he's struck at you and knocked you to the ground. You've fallen and you've injured your head. You've smacked pretty hard on the ground. You are now disoriented until you take a long rest.
Wow.
Yeah, that's nasty.
Good thing someone bought treatment in the last game.
I don't think it does, but does critting on the injury roll do anything? I don't think it does.
No,
it
because
shouldn't
it's
do
just
anything.
it's a table. The higher the number, the better. The lower the number, the worse it is. The more injuries you have, the more penalty you get whenever you have to make that roll again. So if you were to get revived and then get dropped again, on your d20, you'd have a you'd -5 to whatever you rolled. If you ever get to a -6 or lower on that injury roll, it's death. You die. So it can be pretty bad. Yeah, the table is between death and flesh wound. So you want to have higher. The higher, the better.
Yeah.
So, sun goes down. They were 2 actions from that singer. The one that is at... It's probably going to swing at Faz because he also sees Talanor trying to patch the wounded guy. So this is coming in at disadvantage, and Faz, you don't have a reaction, so you won't be able to take the dodge reaction.
I do have a reaction because I didn't use a.
Oh, true. You didn't use it
that's right.
against. Yeah. So would you like to dodge as he swings down at you?
I'll use dodge.
So he has 2 stacks of disadvantage. How? We'll put 1 to the hit and 1 to the damage die. As he comes in and swings, the 8's going to miss. He is, however, going to burn 1 focus to graze you for 5 points of damage. So you should be able to hit.
Disadvantage on the...
Oh, hold on. Let me check the disadvantage die. Let me roll a d6. I'll revert that. In case this is lower. Nope, it's higher. So it's the exact same, actually. It's the exact same. So take the damage again. Excellent.
Yep.
All right, that is his first attack. His second attack is coming in at you still. This time, would you like the disadvantages to the 2 hit because of his exhausted condition? And he rolls pretty damn good. 17, is that going to hit your physical defense?
Yeah, it is.
He does
is that with a
only...
-2?
15.
It's 15.
Oh, no, it is, yeah. It's already accounted for it because of his exhaustion condition. Let me check, actually. Strike is generally a Hold
+4.
on. He's got exhausted 2 on, but it's not affecting his to hit. Does a 15 hit?
Yep.
It does, yeah.
Yeah. It should be accounting it, but it's not for some reason. So it's still 5 points of damage as he hits you again.
Yeah. I've been trying to keep an eye on his attack rolls because I
Thank you.
wasn't sure if it applied.
Yeah, it should. I'm gonna have to look at what's wrong there. Okay, so that is their turns. It is now slow turns. Who would like to go?
Can I use field medicine multiple times in a turn? It doesn't say I can't.
You could only use it once in a turn, I think, because with most actions, unless they specifically state you can do it twice in a turn, you can only. Let me just quickly look at field medicine, but I'm pretty sure you can only use it once per turn.
Yeah,
Each action can only be used once per turn unless otherwise specified. I don't know if that carries over to specialty traits, but I think it does. What's your take on that, Kaar?
Alright, let's have a look. The ability... Can we toss the ability in chat, please?
Oh, yeah. Take your first action. Do you want to use it once, and then we'll see if it can be used a second time.
Okay,
Well, yeah,
so can I
just check in the
heal?
chat.
Can I heal Sun from being downed?
Oh,
I
yeah,
can't,
yeah.
can I?
Oh, yeah, you can. He's not dead. You can
I
heal
can.
him.
Yeah, so I'm gonna field medicine Sun.
Okay.
I'm going to use where is it? Where are they? I'm going to use my surgical supplies as well.
Giving you
To
advantage.
give advantage.
Make sure you're tracking how many times they've been used.
It does it automatically when I press it.
Oh, excellent. Okay, you don't succeed, so you only heal 3 points of damage, but he's back up. You're prone, you're lying on the ground, you're disoriented, son. However, you have 3 hit points. You can just click the green heart times 1, and that should automatically heal you 3 points.
There we go.
Okay.
Now, I'm looking at this rule for the actions. Trying to find what page it's on.
What was the other thing we had? We had another thing. Hold on. Party journal.
Yeah, I'm curious, what extra talent did you take on level up?
I took this. Hold on. So I'm gonna look back at the dude behind me, and I'm gonna unarmed strike him.
So you're leaning down, you're tending to Sun, and then you just turn around and punch the Parshendi right in the nuts.
Yeah, so
Crutch.
he sees me. He sees me trying to help Son, and I unarmed strike the Parshendi. Does that hit?
11 won't hit, unfortunately.
Oh, I think I know what you took.
I can't. No, it doesn't work. I can't do it yet.
Yep. So, first action, first aid. Second action, you've turned and you've punched Parshendi.
Can I
got
Can
the
I
an-
just
was
punch
gonna say,
again?
Yeah, you could. What's the answer? It will cost you 2 focus though.
Field medicine can only be used once per turn, so the only time you could use an action multiple times in a turn is if the ability itself states you can.
Yeah, that's what I thought. It states that at the top of actions on the character guide. However, I didn't know if that counted for talent actions as well. But good to know.
It does. It does.
All right, Doctor.
So if
Fa-
your second strikers on a turn is an unarmed attack, it follows the rules for an offhand attack, which costs 2.
Oh.
You could burn
Oh,
2.
it's gone.
Actually, it would cost 1 because it looks like you have expertise in unarmed strikes.
I do, yeah.
Yeah.
Then it would only
Yeah,
cost
so
you 1
only
focus.
one.
Are you back, Michael?
Yeah, I'm here.
Back, Mythus? Right. So yeah, it only cost me 1 focus, so I'm gonna unarmed strike him again.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll. Hey,
That'll
alright, that's got a hit, right?
There's Beta.
Alright, and then with I lose the 1 focus, and then with that I cast Anatomical Insight, which puts exhausted on the target. The penalty applied by this condition equals half your ranks in medicine rounded up.
It sucks.
Why?
So you,
Wait, you have your addition.
So
in,
2.
Medicine, I think. Don't
I
you?
do,
So-
yeah. Oh, hold on. No, medicine is half my ranks in medicine rounded up, so 3. So 3 more exhaust. on the
no.
target.
Your ranks in medicine is only 3, so half
Oh,
of
it is
that
2.
rounded up makes it 2.
So
2.
So he was already
Ah,
exhausted
yeah.
2. Now he's
2,
exhausted
he's
4,
4.
taking
That's
a negative
crazy.
4 on everything that he does, and it keeps stacking. So it didn't do
Yes.
any damage. You've punched him, but just the fact that, like, where did you try and punch or kick? What did you aim for?
I treat Sun, and then as he comes over to like swing, Faz just kind of like punches up, but like he kind of hits him and does nothing, and then remembers the rock that hit him right in the sternum and just fucking whack right in his goddamn right in the fucking injury,
Yeah,
winding
you-
him even further than he is.
You punch him, and funnily enough, it doesn't seem that it physically hurt him, but you emotionally damaged him with that strike. It retook the wind out of him, and that fresh
Yeah.
wound, it just knocked even more air out of his lungs. And he's now exhausted 4 until he dies. That was your 3rd action, and I think you burned too much focus on that.
I did, yeah. I meant to be on 1 focus. I'm not meant to be on.
Manually
okay.
to focus back.
Maybe save that last one for a last first aid, just in case someone dies. Or not.
That's a good idea.
Let them. They chose their battle. All right. That was your 3 actions. Who's next?
Sun, I suppose.
Okay.
Sun is going to use is it a focus? No, not a focus. He's going to recover his once per scene.
Okay. Use your recover. That's 2 actions to recover.
It says I don't have any uses left, but I do know I have uses.
Is that because you hit the
record?
recovery die when I did field medicine? Yeah, that'd be why.
I just rolled
yeah.
a d8.
Oh,
No,
okay.
There's something broken in the background. I'll fix it later, or we'll never fix it. Just roll the d8, and then we'll you can manually add that to focus or health as you like.
All right.
Isaiah.
Not bad.
Oh, good
That is
roll.
not
going
bad.
straight into health. So
All
we're
right.
back to 10 health.
Punching 7 into your health. Final
and
action.
we're-
Do you want to stand up?
It's going to have to.
You
Yeah.
could stay prone.
s-
You do also have to pick your spear back up.
Oh dear.
Actually, tell you what, roll, because everything's happened so rapidly, roll a discipline test for me.
Easy.
You've still got you've trained with this spear. You've gone down just as you've hit the ground. You've come out to back to consciousness, and if you're standing up as your final action, just out of instinct, you didn't even have to think about it. That spear was still close enough and in your hand that you've just gripped around it again, and it's still within your grasp. Just from training, from sheer training and repetition, it naturally came back to you. So what was your
That's his
third
turn.
action? You could either strike from the ground. I would be happy for you to like take a. If you wanted to attack from the ground, you can do that, or you can stand up, or do whatever you think.
It's going to stand up. It's either going to give disadvantage. It's going to. If he doesn't stand up, it's advantage against all the attacks against him. I don't want that.
Okay, standing up. You do get a little bit of movement. Do you want to reposition with that?
A little bit of movement.
Yeah, because
No,
you
he's
take
gonna-
the move
he's gonna-
action to stand up, and then I think it only takes 5 feet of your movement, or standing from prone.
Can he
Uh,
trade places with Talanor?
You can stand up and end this condition as a free action. After you do, your movement rate is reduced by 5 until the start of your next turn.
Oh, so standing up
Yep.
doesn't cost me an action.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, go for it. It just means you'll have less movement if you wanted to take the move action on your turn.
Okay, he's not moving. He needs to protect Faz.
Yep.
So he's going to use a decisive command and tell Storm, "Take that one out." Pointing to this one,
Okay.
and he's. So I'll just.
I love the decisive command. Spend 1 focus and give an ally within 20 feet a 1d4 command die. They can add it to 1 roll, so you can put that to damage if you wanted to. Okay, very nice. So that was your final action. We've still got Faz, you're done. Sun, you're done. Storm, you've still got a turn.
Yes, Storm is the only one left to act.
Technically,
And-
Talanor has a turn, but he's kind of incapacitated at the moment. He would probably be taking a slow turn now that I think about it.
We're at the end of the round where you started doing that.
Yep.
Aren't we?
No, are we?
Yes, we
It's
are.
been a long round. It's been a long
Yeah.
round.
It's been a long round.
A lot of things have happened, but it's still the same round.
Oh, okay. I'm very confused.
That's all right.
We did stop it mid-turn, so it is a little bit confusing.
Because this guy moved in and attacked. This guy moved in, took a fast turn, and attacked Sun. After she did an attack against him with advantage.
Sun at the
or
start of the
whatever.
turn took a fast one, didn't you?
Son.
No, sorry. So Storm, so Talanor took a fast
Talanor.
turn and dropped the one that was on the ground, and then all of the enemies took fast turns after you. One of them moved up to Sun, and the other one had just taken its turn. I'm pretty sure that
Okay.
you had taken a fast turn this round, and you'd
Yeah,
finished on a
okay.
fast turn. And then
Okay.
they took their turns, and now it's the slow turns. It's just been a very, very long round.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I will be adding the decisive command to damage.
And which one are you striking at?
That one.
That one. All right, roll a d4 damage.
That's a chunky hit.
Oh,
Still
lower.
It's still an extra point.
Oh,
Oh, he's gone.
yep. Bye bye. Let's see if he returns.
Reroll it.
I mean, I can hit you guys. I don't know why it's dropping out.
No.
No, I'm not that dishonest.
Quick, everybody level up.
Oh,
I can
I'm
hear
gone
them.
again.
Yeah, I'm refreshing.
Sorry.
I need
for
to find a
this,
better way to do
folks,
this.
But it seems that the Twitch Spren are acting up and trying to interfere.
Let
Yeah, a
me
little bit of scuff.
entertain you
A little
while
bit of
this is on.
Oh my god,
I-
Faz!
I think this might be the last time we use VDO Ninja for audio. I'm going to do some testing and find a better one to use next time. Okay.
Okay.
Chunky hit. So he's going to take all of that damage and an additional one, bringing him down to a number that I will not say, but his health has been effectively and correctly adjusted.
Nice.
First action. What are you doing second one?
Second action is going to be a move. He has his
Okay.
orders.
Alrighty, second action move.
Third action, offhand strike with knife.
With the knife. Alrighty.
Using the last focus that he has.
Burning your last focus. Roll to hit.
Oh, I thought I was going to crit again.
Good roll.
Oh, good roll.
I should have been smarter because he probably would have taken the dodge action. No, that's gonna do it. Holy shit, that's a lot of damage for a knife.
Yeah.
All right, adjust your focus as you sink into him. Where are you aiming? How are you swinging? What are you doing with your movements?
Storm sees the wound that he left, and he's just gonna stab the knife directly in there, as deep as possible.
Going straight for the chest. I like it. He doesn't. All right, that was 3 actions. Going back to the top of the round, who wants to take a fast turn?
Sun will take a fast turn.
Okay, take us away, son.
I think it is. Sorry.
All right, sorry. I should have thought about this before saying he's going to take a fast turn, but first off, he's going to make a strike.
Okay.
Now, is this one braced?
No.
No. That one took a fast turn, move, and struck. Did not brace.
He's going to strike in with his long spear, but I'm thinking... No, let's just take the... We'll just go for a strike. We won't try and seek advantage with this strike.
Okay. Hey, it made the little spear action. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go.
Okay.
That
Oh my
damage.
god.
Son!
Juicy.
Where did you strike?
We've been rolling
he made
max
you angry.
damage.
Uh,
Wow.
Son, like, he gets back up, throws his command out, and then in the same reflex, pirouettes his spear around his body, takes it up over his shoulder, strikes downwards, going over his clavicle and into his neck, just where the carapace opens up.
Yeah, you dig in, True. You dig in very, very hard. That hurts, and you can tell that it felt that. Okay.
And with
Big hit.
that, I think he might use a skill and try and intimidate the enemy, following up the attack with like a bestial cry out, an Unkalaki war cry, to try and intimidate this enemy to have disadvantage on his next attack.
Okay, roll intimidation. That'll do it. You can tell that striking as hard as you did, this Parshendi is taking you a lot more seriously. He thought he took you down. You dropped, and then you came back up and hit him so hard. He's a little bit shaken in his boots. Burn focus to
Oh
Oh,
god. No.
he
not-
moved.
Please no.
what did I do?
Move
Better.
He's gonna burn focus to not flee, but you do get the desired effect. It consumed some of his focus. Okay,
Excellent.
that was your
I've
2
got one more.
actions. Yeah,
Oh, I've only got 2 actions. That's right. Keep going.
fast
Go on.
turn, my man. All right, Ip-Man, you're taking a fast turn. What are you doing?
No, sorry, I forgot to change it to slow turn.
That's okay.
Apologies
I'll
for
boop you to
that.
slow. Storm is. What are you doing, Storm?
Storm is gonna make a another offhand strike. No, wait, you
Okay.
can't. No focus. So
Well, you
it
can-
would have to be a.
You can still attack.
You can
Yeah,
do the
it's
attack
fine.
action, a regular strike.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's just your
regular strike.
primary attack is with the dagger this time.
Yeah.
And it is still your quarry. You've seeked it, didn't you?
Yep.
Excellent. That one is going to hit as you sink in for some damage. He's still standing, but he's definitely... I mean, he's pretty fucked up. He's exhausted 4, he's bleeding profusely, and he is on his last legs. Okay, first
Second
action strike. Yep.
action, disengage, and as he does so, he will banter to Fez. This one's yours.
That's it.
Now I'm just imagining Faz just full Mortal Kombat, reaching hand into the chest and ripping out the gem part. It's like, ooh, shiny.
Okay, so that's that fast turn done. Anyone else before we move to NPCs? Fast turns? All right, we are going to NPC fast turns. The one that you just hit is... He's panicking a little bit. He's going to take one wild swing at Fat, which is with disadvantage, and I'll have to -4 from this roll. Brings it down to a 3 to hit. However, with the rapid and just like desperate strikes, he's going to burn focus to graze you as one of the backhand swings with his axe back and forth manages to land true. He burns a little bit more focus and he'll hit you for 5 points of damage.
Great.
And then he's probably humming the rhythm of pain or despair or anxiety.
The rhythm of panic, the rhythm of anxiety or something. He's he is not feeling it. Okay, and then second action, he's going to... Nah, he's not gonna... I was gonna make him take the brace action, but he's not going to. He's gonna try and be decisive. He's gonna attack again. With disadvantage. Which is a big miss, not a crit. And that is all he's gonna do. We're not gonna talk about his focus levels. The one above Sun and Talanor, he's going to take a swing back at you, Sun, with disadvantage, because you did succeed. Did you want to burn a reaction, or you're good?
Sun can't burn reactions, he's disoriented.
Ah, that is true. Regardless... Oh no, he doesn't have disadvantage then. Oh, he does have disadvantage. His first attack will have disadvantage because you're intimidation. Is a 6 going to hit?
No.
He's going to burn a little bit of focus to graze you for 6 points of juicy damage. Second attack, I think he's going to swing at Talanor. These guys are doing a lot more damage than I thought they would. And we'll keep him with disadvantage because he is rattled. It's not going to matter because he rolled absolute trash. And he's going to burn his last focus to graze you for 3 points, Talanor.
Okay.
Okay. The archer is going to make a discipline test. This is more of a save thing rather than a user skill. No, she's going to stay in there. So she's going to take another shot at... I think she's going to take another shot at Storm. You are her quarry. You don't have any focus to burn for a dodge, do you? For the dodge action.
Nope.
You guys still might lose this. Who knows?
Nope.
Hey,
Stormfather, be with us.
So there is an enemy in between that strike and Storm. And we were reading the other day that range attacks can hit allies on a red.
Yes.
Yeah, let me quickly go to weapons real quick, just to double check that for y'all.
Yep. No, I like it. I like it. So, she's tried to strike you, but directly in her path is the poor, exhausted Parshendi. As she doesn't manage to get through, it sinks into the back of the Parshendi, and that was her first action. Her second action, she drops her bow, she goes on her knees, and she screams out in agony and sadness. She is done. Slow turns. Go ahead, my mighty companions.
Talanor is going to use one action to gain advantage, using discipline to try and aid his medicine check as he's trying to focus himself to try and stop the bleeding.
No.
You made it worse.
You made it worse.
Well, I haven't made my medicine check yet, but
No, no, not like that.
he is full blown panicking. There's so many anxiety Spren surrounding him.
I'm gonna say, as the complication on that natural one, it's going to give the medicine test disadvantage because of the rapidness that you're trying to apply it at.
Gotcha.
Okay. Unfortunately, as you're trying to administer, you see the blood keep trickling, and you haven't noticed any movement. In fact, the Parshendi, as you're patting him down, you don't quite notice it yet, but he's no longer breathing, and you're trying to administer to him still. Okay, that was your first and second action. Third action, what would you like to do?
Should I use this action to try and see if Talanor can discipline himself to snap out of it and get back into the fight, or?
Yeah. Raise the stakes with this. Give me a discipline check.
Gotcha.
Okay. You take a deep breath, and a feeling washes over you. Rise, learn, return. You compose yourself. Blade in hand, blood dripping from said hands. You grip your blade, and you are... I'll tell you what. I would say, because that's thematically, you're not really using the skill, we'll give you that as a free action.
Oh, okay.
What would you like to do as your third
Talanor
and final action?
Yeah, he takes a deep breath, tightens his grip around his sword as he slowly stands up, and he looks over to this Parshendi, and he just says, "I'm sorry," as he is going to make a single attack check.
Okay.
And there is Sorrow Spren raining down around him.
Yep. I would say with that discipline, though, if you want to do non-lethal damage, you're able to basically maintain that for the fight.
And I will spend one focus to graze.
Okay. I've clicked it across to graze. Spend your focus, and he'll take that damage.
Target him.
No, you're good, you're good. I can still do it post. You don't need to target.
And
All
what
right.
did you say I carried over?
Oh, that discipline test, when you're striking, you'll be able to hit without any concerns. You can do non-lethal damage if you wanted to.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yep. Okay. Talanor is done. We're last left with Dr. Fazir. What are you doing?
I am going to target the Parshendi that's right next to me.
The dead one?
I have to get my sling out, so I'm going to start with that. So first action, pull my sling out.
Yep.
Second action, I'm going to be whipping my sling at this guy's head.
Dead one.
No,
Yes.
the one that's next to me. He ain't dead.
The
Yeah,
one
he's dead.
to your left is dead.
Oh, has he got... Hold on. Oh, it's the targeting thing. So the actual thing looks like HP on the bar.
No. So the
that's
one
right.
to the left of you was the one that took the arrow to the back after the one at the back tried to hit Storm and rolled a nat 1.
Yeah. Alright, well, I'm going to be targeting the other one then, and
Okay.
I'm going to be slinging at it.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Holy again.
So, how would you like to spend that opportunity? You could aid an ally. You could regain a focus, which could be clutch if you need to do more first aiding, or you can use it to... Well, it's already a crit. Do you want to influence the narrative? What do you want to do with that?
Wait, so do I influence the narrative? I thought that was only on a plot die.
You rolled a natural 20. There are two ways to get an opportunity. Either getting a plot die, giving you an opportunity, or on a nat 20, you get an opportunity as well. So, the opportunity is the
Okay.
same regardless. You can spend it to regain focus.
All right, I'll target the lead chick.
Yep.
In the corner there, and
Yep.
I'm gonna use persuasion again
Okay.
on her to say, "Stop this! Stop what you're doing! Save them!" As I like just whip this guy in the head with a big old fucking rock.
All right. Add the plot die to this roll and make a persuasion test.
And I don't give it a no, I don't give it advantage. Wait, do I?
You
Hold on,
got
didn't
this,
you
Doc.
give me? You gave me a plus
No.
4 to something, didn't you? Oh no, I already used
You're-
that, didn't I?
Yeah.
Are you
Yeah, I already
using? Are you
used the
using this opportunity to give? I can say if you want to do this persuasion test, it'll have advantage. You can use the opportunity to influence the narrative, which is going to be your diplomacy towards the one with the bow.
Sorry, I was looking at something else. Yeah, I'm just gonna try to persuade.
Yep,
Alright,
do a persuasion test with advantage. We'll carry that opportunity into advantage for that test.
No,
'Cause
with plot die. Oh, okay. So
You get
use
to roll the
advantage-
plot
okay,
die,
yeah.
and you have advantage, so you can use the
So my-
advantage on either the plot die or your d20.
Okay, so first action was like draw the weapon. Second was like throw the rock, and then the third one is to use the persuasion.
Yep.
With
Use a
and then put advantage on the plot die.
Okay, and you're adding a plot die with advantage. I like it.
Hold on, what's this? Pick a result. Oh, they're both 4.
Ah, yeah, you
Yeah.
get to choose whether or not you want to use it. Let me just check. Something. Is you notice she's
welcome
already on her knees. She dropped her bow and she looks like she's wailing in grief at what's happened so far. She just shot one of her companions in the back. So she is currently out of the fight. However, that wasn't enough to change her into a neutral or friendly disposition, but she's not fighting at the moment. And yeah, honestly, the war form above is pretty close to doing the same. So that is your third action.
Yep.
Which means we go back to the top. Who would like to take a fast turn?
Sun will be acting fast again.
Yeah, Talanor as well, as he is shaking his days.
Decide between you. Who wants to go first?
I'll let Sun go first, because Talanor, he's still recovering, I'd say, so Sun probably acts faster than him.
What are you doing, son?
Sun has 2 actions. Yes, it does. Okay, so first action is going to go into to strike the long spear into this Ashendi.
Okay, yep. Okay. How do you want to do this?
It's just the same follow-up, but this time going into a cross on the other side of the clavicle, like once again just spinning the spear around, just like in the same fluid motion. In this 10 heartbeats of what's going on, the stun, the intimidation, it's one way, the next way, and it just opens up that carapace, exposing all the flesh before he drops.
The Parshendi goes still and falls dead.
His next action is to... I'm not sure what his next action is going to be. I hadn't thought about that. He might just use Decisive Command again.
Okay, who are you targeting?
Faz. The command's going to be... What about that? Okay, so Decisive Command on Faz. Doctor, stitch up! Or basically just like keep doing the good job you're doing, except in a very grunt way. That's
Okay.
it. That's his turn.
Faz, do you want to take...
You
What
say
are you doing?
stitch up as in like stitch you up, or?
Oh, anyone. It didn't specify.
Yeah, no, that's right. All right, so I'm gonna be using my do I really want to try to like get her to not do something.
You could use an action to persuade.
That's right. I'm gonna use field medicine on Talanor. I'm not gonna use surgical supplies.
Did you want to add a D4 to that test?
No. That's
You could, and it might make it a success. 12 could be brought up to 15.
Yeah, no, I'll add a D4 to the skill.
That'll do it.
Yes, that's a good idea.
Which allows you to roll your hit die and add 3 to it for your healing.
Okay, here I go. Not bad.
So you're again 6.
Not
And
bad.
then I'll be recovering for the rest of my turn.
Okay, so you're taking a fast turn. Recover is a 2-action.
Oh, it is 2. Okay, no, that's right.
If you want to bump that to a slow turn, I'll allow it. Just we'll hold off on the healing.
No, that's all right. I'm gonna start making my way towards this chick.
Making his way
And that'll be
downtown. All right. So
Yeah,
2
no, no,
actions
no.
done. Faz is Dunskies. Talanor, what are you doing?
I'm going to use my 2 actions to move
Yep.
and go over to her. He's not running over. He's kind of somewhat limping because of the injuries he sustained, even if he has been patched up. And he's going to take his coat off, and he's just going to kindly drape it over her shoulders as a free action drop, technically.
Okay.
And he's just going to say in Alethi, I'm sorry.
And then what are
And
you
that's his
doing,
turn.
Storm? You gonna finish her?
You are muted, Storm.
Oh, you're muted.
Storm's on a slow turn.
So,
Yeah.
so is she. Actually, no, she's not. She's on a fast turn. What she does is she sits there and she is essentially quite comatose. It looks like she is in shock, and she spends both turns, both actions, looking at her hands and weeping. Storm, what are you doing? And if you're not going to attack, we're going to drop out of combat at this stage. Are you intending to? I mean, you could walk up and just, put her out of her
Punch her
misery
in
if
the
you want.
face.
Storm
your
is
intent?
going to walk up.
Mm-hmm.
As he
2
does so,
actions.
he's gonna put away his weapons and pat Talanor on the back and... She makes no move. We make none in reply. Like token things.
As you walk up and you say those words, she doesn't even seem to register that you've spoken to her. What is everybody doing at this exact moment?
Sun's taking a seat, sitting in the creme, planting his spear down and just like wiping the blood out of his eyes, trying to prevent himself from going blind from this head injury he's sustained.
Okay. You notice that she has an item in her hands that she's rubbing her thumb over constantly. Peering through, you can see it is a simple bracelet strung with gemstones, and it looks to have glyphs etched into the gemstone, or into the bracelet and the gemstones, but it's hard to tell because she's holding it quite reverently. Her hands are shaking with shock, and she's just rubbing her thumb over it over and over. And she is just sitting there, completely oblivious to everything happening around her.
This was the only report that we had of Parshendi scouts, right?
Yep.
There weren't
Yes.
more deeper in?
No,
No.
you heard of a single party that was scouting close to the camps. There was concerns that they might have been trying to set up an ambush, but it was only reports of a single party that was seen coming this close.
Yeah, because in Talanor's mind, he was tempted to try and carry her back to her people, but he doesn't know where they're located or where to find any other scouting parties, so...
What does the doctor do? I see him wanting to move around. What are you doing, doctor?
So as he's like, as Faz has sort of run up before the fights ended, and then he sort of gathered himself, the fights ended, and then he remembers what's behind him, and he starts to make his way back to the other Parshendi. He looks back at the girl on the ground, and she's not paying any attention to him, is she? She's just like struck with grief.
Yep, and she's just looking down at her hands.
And Faz is conflicted as he has his scalpel in his hand, and he seems to be driven by compulsion to begin cutting up one of these Parshendi right in front of her, despite what he witnessed before.
Okay.
It's like he can't stop his hand.
Roll for me either a discipline test if you want to fight the urge, or a medicine test to see how skillfully you do it. But you must roll one of those now.
I'll roll discipline, because I think he realizes that he shouldn't be doing what he's about to do.
Okay.
At least not right now.
Yeah.
It is more than enough to compose yourself. With a 19, that's pretty good. You can control the urge if you want to.
All right, so with his heart beating really, really heavy and his mind racing, he kind of looks up at Sun and remembers what happened at the end of the last fight when he wanted to cut the guy's face off.
I'm sorry to interrupt you, but in my head, I thought you were going to say he looked up at Sun and realized no one else is looking right now. He could test work on a live subject.
Well, not really alive.
He kind of he sees Sun, and he remembers that Sun probably wouldn't approve of what's happening. There's the grieving girl behind him. He should probably hold off. And I kind of want to roll a stealth check to see if Sun notices what I'm doing.
Yeah,
I'd say Sun. If you don't mind, I'd say he'd probably have advantage because Sun's trying to rub blood out of his eyes.
All right,
correct.
Yeah,
He's disoriented. Roll with advantage. I'd probably say that would be
14 against your physical.
It would be cognitive or spiritual.
I'd say cognitive, I think.
It does not beat his cognitive.
Wouldn't it be physical?
No.
Because it's stealth, it's speed, isn't it? In the physical realm?
Yes, but it's trying to beat awareness or intelligence.
Ah. It'd be awareness then, spiritual.
If it's spiritual, it meets.
So, well, wouldn't we could do just opposed skill checks in this instance? So you could roll a perception test. Also, if you're focusing on clearing blood from your eyes, I'd also happily say, Son, you as a character, as a player, Kaar, you could choose whether or not he is focusing and noticing on that. Because even like with a 14, with a stealth of 14, it's not too bad. It beats the standard DC for your level. He could be
if it matches his spiritual, so like he sees it, that's fine.
Okay, yeah,
so
he'll see
that
it, he'll
like
see it then.
as Faz is standing there and he's got the knife out, but it's like by his side, like he's slowly pulled it out of his pocket as he's considering what he's about to do.
Yep.
He does compose himself after seeing Sun and slide the knife back in, but Sun does see this as he like wipes his eyes.
Okay.
Sun's like sort of like stands like wobbly and he goes, Tuliatiana, what are you doing?
And Faz will kind of look up and just stay silent, shake, like look sort of around hazily, like he doesn't quite understand what's happening, and just kind of look around and then wander off. Doesn't say a word.
Your group composes and collects themselves, meeting up. Regardless what you do, unless you do something quite drastic, which I think would be out of character, words and actions don't seem to get through to this Parshendi, who seems to be in some kind of shock. I don't know if any of you have spent extensive time on battlefields, but Dr. Fazir, you've seen this in humans before in a medical situation where you can't physically find anything wrong with them, but they are, for any better explanation, some kind of battle shock has sunk in. You know, a lot of people don't ever fully recover from something like this in extreme cases, but there's not much that you don't need a medicine test to know this. You're pretty skilled at you're pretty experienced in field medicine, especially in the battlefield. There's not much you can do short of taking her somewhere safe if that's what you wanted to. But there are Parshendi.
Is she like is she limp? Like if we like touch her, what's sort of happening?
Yeah. Talanor said he put his cloak around her. She didn't respond to that. If someone tried to shake her or pick her arm up, she'd just shake along with it. Her body is kind of ragdolling along the side.
So yeah, as I've gone over, I'm looking at her and I'm like, she does seem quite shaken. You've seen this before. I'm sure you all have. We've been here. We need to take her somewhere safe, I think.
Well, Dalinor's camp would be the safest place. They've tried making peace with them, and he looks over to Storm. Do you think you could follow their tracks back to where they came from? Maybe see if we can get close enough to drop her off? We'd be going into enemy territory, though.
Sun's got to stand up, says, no. Too dangerous. We head back, we recoup. Our task here is done. I will not risk your lives.
Sun is right. It is too dangerous for us at the moment to venture on. And given a look at the storm damage, I don't think there would be tracks.
Hold on, I need to look at something real quick.
While you look that up, I mean, Storm, you would know, you guys are very close to the war camps. The thought of trekking in far enough to find Parshendi would be like trying to hit the lotto, the jackpot. Like it's difficult to track.
It's
people
everything that the scouts are after.
Yeah. Like the scouts have been at it at the Shattered Plains trying to locate the home of the Parshendi for 6 years, and no one's gotten anywhere close or any inkling. And you're far enough away from their regularly scouted lines, it would be an arduous task to get them somewhere they'd be spotted. And also, you're in a chasm. They're probably not gonna be able to see you. You're not gonna be able to see them. It'd be a very difficult task to get them back to somewhere, to their own people.
As Sun tells us no, Basil sort of turn back over to him and say, "Then we take her back with us. We have no other option. She'll die out here if she stays like this."
Yes, that will be best choice.
I'm trying to. I can't find it exactly. I know it's here somewhere, but I know there are certain forms that the book states resemble like the parchment enough to where you can pass.
So you wouldn't know that as a character, but looking at them, they don't look like a parchment. They're a Parshendi, and you know as an Alethi or half Alethi that Parshendi are a different, almost considered a different race to the Parshmen. They're considered cousins to the Parshmen, but when you look at them, you don't think, oh, they could be passed off as a Parshman. You look at them and you know that's a Parshendi, because you've seen, the Alethi have seen countless, I guess mechanically, countless Warform and Nimbleform Parshendi. This one doesn't look like a Parshman and couldn't get passed off as one. They are much taller. They are very, very much built differently.
Okay, yeah. I was looking at, so dull form and work form are the ones that I'm reading in the books that
Correct,
yeah. I was thinking maybe Talanor would be like, oh, she looks enough like a Parshman that we could, say that she's our, our slave or something like that.
The thought wouldn't even cross your mind because you don't consider them. You consider them as essentially two different races.
I need to be right back, 1 minute.
Like Alethi think the not Parshendi, the Parshmen are like animals.
Yep.
They literally see them as animals.
Yeah.
So it's it probably wouldn't even cross your mind, but no, you wouldn't be able to pass them off. Or pass them off.
Because I was thinking maybe using a blanket or some common clothing to maybe try and hide them to bring them into the camp, but no.
And to be honest, you're probably going to need to send somebody up and get them to lower ropes or something. You've got to climb a ladder to get out of this thing. Carrying her up there isn't going to be easy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's probably going to not go unnoticed. But who knows? Does the Alethi side of you want to... this could be a prisoner that you could bring back for interrogation.
So, Talanor, he was in the war camps for almost the full 5 years, but he never went out into combat. And the only time he ever went out onto the plains was when he was a slave. And he's never actually had any upbringing to hate the Parshendi as much.
Yep.
He still sees them as the enemy, of course, but he doesn't have the same vitriol as a hardened soldier might.
Yeah, okay. All right, well, what are you guys deciding to do?
We should inform Borodin.
Sun is pretty well establishing that the group will be returning. He won't risk their lives. What they decide to do with the Parshendi here, he's going to leave that to what the war camp wants to do with it.
Okay. You make your way back. Are you taking her with you, or are you leaving her there?
Take her back. We can't leave her here.
Yeah, Talanor will carefully pick her up. He's got 3 strength. So.
Okay. You go to pick her up.
Are you going to roll to see if she reacts?
Yeah, because...
Fair enough.
While she's in shock, she does have an understanding of what is going on. She resists. If you wanted to pick her up, she's not going to fight it viciously, but she is kind of resisting, almost like she doesn't want to be touched by you. It's like, trying to console a child, and they're angry at you, so they don't want to be touched by you, but they're also just a small child. Like, you could pick them up and they can't really do anything about it.
And he's not doing like the over the shoulder or anything.
Yeah.
He's doing like the careful, not bridal style carry. I don't know what it's called. But yeah, basically like holding up like that with two arms,
Scary.
supporting the back.
So
Princess scary.
she
Princess
looks like she's resisting it, but not enough that you would have to work any harder to pick her up.
He doesn't tie her hands or anything like that. She's completely free to like jump out of his arms if she wants to. He will not stop her.
You get the feeling that's what she wants. She doesn't. You get the feeling she doesn't want to be touched, but that'd be up to you if you wanted to go through with it.
He's gonna look to her. He's like, "Can you understand me?"
Her eyes are still pretty glossed over. She's still very much in shock, but she's like trying to wriggle out of your grasp a little bit.
If we leave you here, they'll send people out and they will kill you.
It doesn't look like she understands what you're saying, but I mean, give for me a persuasion test.
I'm terrible with persuasion, but sure, let's do this.
It'd be more so like the feeling you're trying to convey. She can tell, you get the feeling she can tell you're not doing it in a threatening manner, but she still is resistant. Not completely, but she doesn't seem to register what your words mean.
Talanor feels really bad, but he knows the safest place for her is probably in Dalinor's war camp right now. And he really doesn't want to leave her out in the chasms where she's probably going to get attacked by other Alethi. So he just kind of grits his teeth and just prays to the mountain gods. Just, oh, let this be the right option. Let this be the right choice.
Okay. With that, we are going to move forward. You pick her up. You carry her to the ladders that are set up to get you out of the war camps. I would imagine one of you would probably need to scout ahead, maybe get enough rope to tie them to Sun's back or get them hoisted up. But why don't we cut to
the dead Parshendi?
No. The comatose nimble form, the thin one that was using the bow, that's in grief, in shock, taking her back. The guards greet you. Who's going up the ladders first? How you doing this? How are you talking to the guards?
Before we go back, I kind of want to ask Sun to bring back one of the dead Parshendi.
Ask him.
So yeah, as we like all the three of us walk carry the girl past, Faz will kind of walk up to Sun and say, "Sun, I need you to take one of these men back with us. It is quite important to my work."
Your work.
Yes.
Sun's like quiet for a moment, looks down. He's not really in a mood to argue. He doesn't really quite understand how the doc thinks, but he's going to trust his judgment. And he's just going to look at the bodies once again. Which one?
So Faz kind of looks over at the ones that have been butchered, and then looks down at the one that just has. I think this one had like just less wounds, right? Yeah. So
I would say,
because this one was fucking split from top to bottom.
I would say this one probably. No,
It doesn't really matter.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter.
He kind of just leans down and gently touches one. This one will do fine, please. Thank you.
Sun will hoist the body on his shoulders.
What kind of loot did we get off them, by the way? We're bringing back this stuff.
Loot, yeah, the important question.
Who and what are you looting? Because there are more than just the bodies of the combatants you fought.
There is
the other weapons and stuff have been left out in the rain and the weather for like a week, right? So it's probably not the best stuff to be taking.
You're not going to need a check to to find it, but you could probably salvage enough okay condition weapons and armor from these. In fact,
Or spheres. They probably have sphere pouches on them.
yeah,
Yep.
some of them might have. That's pretty much right on the money. Salvaging the different equipment, you also find some gemstones in the beards of the Parshendi that have fallen as well, and you find roughly, if we hand wave the bartering that it'll take when you get back to the war camp, you'll gain about 100 marks total worth of various loose spheres, as well as equipment that you could probably salvage and take back to the quartermaster at the markets back at the Colin camp. So
I'll bump our marks up.
we'll hand wave the finding and selling it. You get 100 marks worth of gear and loose spheres.
Easy. All right.
There you go, $100, easy money. Unless you wanted to have any more conversation between the four of you, you make it back. How are you? What are you saying to the guards? We'll just say they've helped you pull her up, and one of them will just be looking at you and go, "Well, I will tell Alar that you've made it back. He'll probably want to see, but looks like you've brought a prisoner with you. Well, good work, and you're still alive, be it barely." He looks over you and, like, you guys are pretty cut up and pretty banged up, and he goes, "Well, bear with us. Let me go get the
Storm
sergeant."
still has the arrow in him.
Yeah. He runs off as you guys are kind of composing and gathering yourselves out. I'll let everyone, if you want to, roll a recovery test. This will be a top of the scene, so even if you've used one before, everyone just use a free recovery test. And then the sergeant comes up. He looks at you and he goes, "Looks like you've had a successful mission. You're back in mostly one piece, and you've brought up one of the Parshendi with you. All right, I'll hear your report. Let's go."
Talanor will let Sun do the report since he's technically the leader.
Yeah, they're just trying to figure out how to do this test because it's still buggering up for me.
I'll just roll the d8 and do it manually. I'll reset everybody now, if I can.
Recover doesn't do HP, does it?
It's
you can do
either
either
or.
Either one. Okay.
Oh, he's going again.
Why does this keep happening? I'm talking in stream, it's working, but it's not working in the thing. That's okay, I'm coming back.
Talanor would have asked the one guard who ran away to go inform what's his name? Let's see, party journal. Ilar. He would have
Sergeant
asked
Ilar.
the guard to also inform Borodin of their captive and make sure that Borodin knows that this captive is to be treated with utmost respect and dignity.
And
Well-
as for reporting to the guard, Sun goes, "You are Ula Makai." He's like pointing and like poking a finger to the Alethis' chest. Ula Makai like translate to captain.
He'll is this so the sergeant's now arrived. Are you doing that to the sergeant, or are you doing it to one of the guards that are at the ladder?
First, the guard that approached him, because
Yep.
Sun doesn't know.
He'll go, "No, sir, I'm Torth. It's my name."
No. This thing means captain, leader.
Nope. I'm stationed here. Our leader should be coming any second. He was going to go get Alar. He said to the guy that ran off.
Sun just waves him. It's like,
I'm going to go back to my post, if that's okay. He looks a little uncomfortable. He seems a bit confused by your words.
You're also holding a dead Parshendi over your shoulders.
Yeah. You guys are recovering a little bit as you've gotten out of the caverns, with your recovery rolls and all that. I just realized the fun thing is fat, and you can just first aid multiple times, which is kind of cool. Why did you say, "Oh, what happened?" Did we break?
You,
Sort of,
yeah, you cut out a little bit.
Stutter.
I got to
Yep.
figure out what's happening with this audio. I'm going to have to fix that. That's okay.
Well-
We're getting there.
We'll get there.
All right, we're going to go back to the war camp as you guys have made it back to the surface. So, you, Sergeant Alar does eventually rock up, and as mentioned, he'll go, all right, well, you're back mostly in one piece, and looks like you've brought a prisoner. Good work. I'll take your report now as we walk back to the barracks.
Yeah, Talanor's still carrying her very gently.
Yep.
His jacket's still wrapped around her shoulders, which is probably an odd sight.
She's
The sun
basically
will
just
begin.
going limp at this stage.
Yeah, Sun will start the briefing. Because we descended into chasm, followed through with directions you gave. There we found a scouting party of theirs. We poorly approached them and dealt with it and brought back prisoner.
Okay. Well, and the rest of we're all dealt with, yeah.
Correct.
Let's say that was a successful mission. All right, follow me, and he leads you in. You go past a complex that is one of the larger buildings in the barracks area, which looks to be somewhat of a holding cell. And he'll say, we don't really have anywhere better right now, but I'll see a cell stationed for her, for them. Bring you there, and he'll indicate to you, Talanor. Go tell the sergeant in command in there that that Allah said to keep them somewhere secure and out of sight. And I'll go report to Borden. Feel free to follow after me if you like. And he'll just watch you as you respond to his command.
Talanor, as he sets her down in the cell, he's going to ask before he leaves, what was their name? The one who died. All three of them, actually. were their
That's to the Parshendi.
Yeah, he would ask what were their names.
Roll for me. A relevant check. It doesn't have to be persuasion.
Could he use discipline to show that he's serious and genuinely cares?
Yeah,
Or
Go for it.
okay.
I'd like discipline.
Oh,
Oh, so I saw that relative was 20 face.
Ah, man.
No.
Yeah, I don't have any way of re-rolling that, sadly. If I did, I would. I really want to learn their names. But it is what it is. He'll come back later.
They take a deep breath after you finish speaking. And then they just sit there somewhat calmly, and you can tell that they're focusing on their breath, but they don't answer you. But they are taking time to compose themselves. They don't answer even after waiting an awkward amount of time. You're kind of just left standing there, but their hands are no longer shaking. They are just sitting there looking at them still.
He will leave her with a blanket, and the clothing that he normally wears is probably a bit big on her, but he will leave her with his common clothing since hers are probably torn up and a little bit. Actually, no, it wouldn't be bloodied or anything. She didn't take any damage. So yeah, he'll just leave her with his blanket, and basically just nod to her. I'll be asked to ask again, and
Okay.
he'll stand and walk out.
Now this cell, similar to another prison cell that I'm thinking of, but it's essentially at the far end of this prison complex. It doesn't have any other adjacent cells. It looks into a single room through bars, and then as you walk out, the guard there closes the door behind you, and as the door clicks, and Talanor's walking away out of sight. The camera pans slowly towards the Parshendi, who looks up at the door that has closed and fades to cut out. We go back to the barracks. You're walking into Borden's office. Talanor catches up, and he looks up at you and goes, "All right then. Well, not only did you manage to successfully complete the task, but Allah didn't actually have anything bad to say, which I'll tell you what, that's a win in my books. I owe you one for this. Thank you. Thank you so much." And at this stage, you'll probably, if you wanted to relay the same report, son, he'll nod alongside and goes, "Okay, doesn't sound like an ambush, but whatever they were doing, scouting party or not, it's probably best that they were dealt with. So I commend you." He reaches into a drawer and pulls out a pouch, and he then pushes forward. How many are you there? 80 spheres. And he goes, "I don't have much, but here's the thanks that I can at least share for you. 20 marks each for your works. You'll pass 80 spheres across the table to the group of you."
Son will just like, grab the stack and give it to Faz to divvy up because he knows he's been handling the money at this stage. Go on, Storm.
Talanor will actually ask him as the money's being handed out. You said you would owe me one for this. Could I ask that I use that favor to ensure no harm comes to the Parshendi I brought in?
Unusual, that. You take me by surprise.
Before the war, when I lived in Alethkar, I remember hearing stories about peace talks between the Parshendi and the king before the assassination happened.
Well,
so I know they're not completely savages.
You've got my word. They'll be dealt with the most respect that we can. I'm sure the High Prince himself would probably insist on speaking to or at least seeing this prisoner, and I'll let him know how they were found and their situation. But you've got my word, and he'll nod.
Thank you.
I can't just leave you with that, though. Oh, sorry, you were gonna say? Go ahead.
I was gonna say, I imagine that like as we've like walked in here to palm the prisoner off, Faz has found like a small barrow and gotten Son to put the dead Parshendi in the barrow, and I've kind of been wheeling it around this camp at the same time. So it is like within our vicinity, but it's not in the room with us. It's probably out in the hallway.
As you pass several guards that look as if they are about to stop and question you, and then look at your outfit and your attire. You are covered in blood. You're wearing medical garb. You were being escorted by Sergeant LR, and then they kind of just shrug and be like, that's more than my pay grade will ever be to want to deal with that. And you get left basically to your own devices. Where are you going with that cart? You do get profit. It's just like a lumbering cart that one of the guards had gone and collected for you, and just told to return it back to where you found they brought it from.
Who are we speaking with again?
This is Sergeant Alar took you to Borden, who's one of the Colin soldiers.
With when we're talking to him, I ask him if I say, is there a medical tent nearby that I may utilize?
There is, and he'll indicate directly across from the barracks that Borden is working out of. You'll see low walls and larger buildings, which you would have pointed out to you as the temple complex. Just to the south of that is the Medica, where you've got all of the different medical tents. You've got some more cleanly and structured areas that are for more serious wounds and for surgery and that kind of stuff. So you could probably, the sergeant will actually send a guard with you, and he'll firstly question and go, I'm not gonna ask many questions, but I gotta ask, what are you intending to do to that with that body? Normally we just leave them on the plains.
I intend to learn. And he doesn't even look at the sergeant. He just looks at the body as he says this.
Well, know thy enemy, I suppose. And he'll call over a guard and say, keep watch and get him to one of the Medicaid tents. Tell him I said that they can use it, and then as you walk off, like, he'll let you go, and he'll call the guard back, and he'll just you may or may not hear this if you're paying attention. He'll say, keep an eye on him and make sure he doesn't.
I won't be leaving. I'll get the guard to take the body to the tents, but I'll stay.
Yep. Oh yeah. He'll walk off and then take the body to one of the tents, and that conversation will happen off screen then. Yep. And what are you guys doing next? You guys are still. Are you heading back in to talk with Borden after you deposit your body? That's where I think everybody else is.
So we've just had like the coins, the marks handed over to us,
and that's where we'll cut back to. And Borden will say to you, Talanor, well, I would say that just keeping an eye on that prisoner for you is less than what I owe you as your favor. I did say I'd look into something for you, didn't I?
The duels, yes.
And he reaches back into his drawer and he pulls out a slip of paper which has got a colon seal on it, and he'll say, an old friend of mine, he might be able to help you out.
Thank you.
You'll have to take this down to, and he'll look around and he'll kind of like peer out the door. Let's just say there are some dueling rings that aren't as official. I can't get you into any of the proper ones, at least without proper backing. Maybe you could work your way up there, but
that's the plan.
I do know somebody that runs some duels on the side. Now, he may ask you to jump through some hoops, but at least this will be a letter of introduction for you. He owes me a favor, so hopefully he's going to be nice to you. But I think he can at least get you into a fight. Now, these are the ones that are, these duels, they're not as high and prissy as the ones that are, done before the High Princes and the King, but I guess you got to start somewhere.
I'm only of 10th Dawn, after all. I have to start somewhere again. Thank you, Borden.
And if you handle your blade nearly as well as half as well as I think you do, you might be able to make a bit of a name for yourself, at least in that ring. And he'll give you directions. It is within the Colin camp, but it's at least where he tells you to go meet it. It's a Colin soldier that is a actually, is he a soldier? No, he's not. He's he directs you actually to the temple complex to go find an ardent by the name of Vamir.
Okay, for a second there, I thought it was going to be a specific sword ardent.
Oh no! Oh god,
running
no!
No,
because he would.
Oh god, no! This is
Mimir?
a different ardent. Vamir, Vamir.
Ah, not Mummy.
No, don't know who that is. Let me check my notes. It's
Talanor will
not an
tuck it
ardent.
into-
It's a scribe.
Oh,
No, it isn't an ardent because the scribe wouldn't know how to read, because it'd be a man.
Is the devotary of the mind in the temple complex?
No, the Devotery of the Mind is these buildings over here. The temple complex is the big ones just here.
Hmm.
Yeah, the Devotery of the Mind is over here. So, you guys are licking your wounds. What's the plan?
Sun needs the rest.
Look, that
He's
probably
just-
took you the better part of half a day. So, early afternoon by now.
Storm
Talanor.
will. Go on.
No, you're good. I still need to think.
Storm will actually begin to inquire where he can get tattoos done.
Yeah. In the Spear Exchange, any of the guards would be able to tell you. You could find a tattoo artist in the Spear Exchange, which is the market district to the north. There's, I think, 2 of them that you could find. It'd be pretty easy to go find one. Are you making your way there now to go get yourself a tattoo?
Yes.
Okay. It'd cost you, and unless you really want to roleplay it out, which we can, you do find it rather easily. The place does... It's not musty, but definitely the smell of the different inks and solutions that they have to make in a place like that is somewhat strong. And I think... I had to think about this earlier. It probably cost about 15 marks to get a good quality tattoo. If you want like just a real shitty one, you could probably get it done for a lot cheaper. What kind of
Storm's
tattoo?
gonna spend 15 marks of his own.
Okay. What are you getting?
He is getting a heart placed on his back where his heart would lay. And at the same time, he's going to use some of his own ink and trace over the stitches and words in his face.
Because you'd probably have
And-
to redo that every now and then, wouldn't you?
He's going to do it another 7 times.
Oh, damn. Okay, that takes a bit of time. That'll probably take you the rest of the afternoon. So Storm's going to be tied up there. What was everybody else looking at doing?
Sun's gonna find a quiet place. He's gonna take a moment to breathe, rest. Just like sort of separate from everything, and just like, what is he? He holds the stone that Tazo gave him, and he's sort of reflecting on the day, the fights. Did he do well enough? Did he protect everyone well enough? And he's hoping he hasn't lost sight of things. It's just taking some quiet contemplation. Seeing it, like, not having doubts in his actions today. Like, he thinks he did well enough to protect his friends and his family.
Yeah.
Considering they're all alive. But could he have done better? So he's just having a moment of self-reflection.
We'll cut back. What about Talanor and Dr. Fazir Ilya Bonda III?
How much of a discount did we get at the armorer guy?
20 on the day. It's not a permanent discount. If you want to try and get a discount from him, he'll happily roll it over from yesterday, but he'll go, well, look, I could give you that discount. I figure one-time shop, not an every-time thing. You got to understand, I've got to run a business here. So you'll get a 20% discount on this bulk purchase because no one bought anything from him. You just sold stuff to him. So
Gotcha.
do you want to, if you want to communicate with the whole team, we can do this after as well. If you guys wanted to purchase anything equipment-wise, we can work it out post, and you guys can just say, we want this, and that, and just take 20% off the top.
Well, what Talanor wanted to do for most of his time, because there's 2 things he wants to do. The first thing is he wants to trade in the chain armor that he has. That flavor-wise, he it was something that was left after all of his family's stuff was either sold off or taken away after the events. And he wants to get essentially it updated to breastplate.
Mm-hmm.
Basically selling the chain to get breastplate.
Yeah.
And it'll probably take some time to get the breastplate fitted for him.
Yep.
So that's what most of his day is going to be going on with.
Yeah,
After
you can
he
definitely do that.
Gets After
The chain
once
will be
closer
sold
to
at
night-
half price, half its marked
Yeah.
price. You'd only get half of it back. But if you can afford breastplate, go for it. You'll get breastplate for 20% off, but selling
I
for the
still need. Yeah, I still need 27 spheres to buy the armor after all the discounts and whatnot.
I think you've got a little bit of party loot. So the 100
Yeah.
spheres worth of stuff that you found, if you split that between you, that's 25 of the 27 spheres, and I'm pretty sure you guys have received a party reward. So you definitely be able to afford it. We can do that admin after the session or over the next week before the next one.
Yeah, but after he finishes getting the fitting done and it's closer to night, instead of returning to the tavern and having a drink with everybody, he'll actually just get a pitcher of orange wine and 2 cups, and everybody sees him leave, and he'll actually go to the prison, and he'll kind of sit next to the bars and kind of offer her an orange drink, as he's going to stay for a couple hours each day until he gets the names and ensures that she's going to be okay.
We'll go back
Feels
to
remote.
that. Dr. Faz. Faz, my man, what are you doing?
Faz actually goes with Talanor back to those merchants, and he separates out and goes back into the medical merchant's tent.
Do we have to roleplay this?
A little bit, just a little bit. I know. You'll see where I'm going with it.
Yeah, no, I'm kidding. It's fine. This is for his sake, not for mine. I love this.
So I'm gonna walk in, but there's a new atmosphere. This time there's a professional look. It's not me in a rush. And
Okay.
I'm gonna walk straight up to him. How does he react?
As you walk in, he looks up at you and he kind of like exasperated sigh, but he gets cut off halfway. Seeing you've come in a little bit more focused than last time, he second guesses it, and he looks you up and he goes, "Well, what can I help you with? You seem to be a man on a mission."
I didn't catch your name the first time we met. I'm Dr. Faz, and you are?
Ah, he's got like inky black stained hands. He wipes them on his clothes and he offers one out and he goes, "Corvid, I'm Corvid. It's what can I do for you?" Then he kind of like relaxes
Corvid.
against the bench a little bit.
Nice to meet you. And as Faz shakes his hand, he kind of leans in. He's like, I need an assistant. This is going to take all night, and you're going to need your best surgery tools.
I'm gonna need either a persuasion or an intimidation.
This is definitely persuasion.
And I want to raise the stakes. Can I raise the stakes? Oh, I
Yeah.
suppose not. Actually, no. I suppose not. No. I'll just roll.
Oh, dang.
I'm pretty happy with that.
It's pretty good.
He looks like he's about to say no. He's like, in his mind, you get that feeling where once the sun goes down, he's probably wanting to be curled up and sleeping. But something you say, whether it's the tone or it's the attitude change he's seen in you, it draws his curiosity, and he goes, "Well, It's been a long time since I've assisted anybody. Hell, it's been a long time since I've really done surgery." And he looks at his hands, and while they're very good to like mix tinctures and do that, you see, I'm not quite the young man I once was. but maybe I can be of assistance. And you see the slight smile cross his face as we pan off to a blossoming friendship.
So yeah, he claps his hand and does like a Faz gives the same smile back and says, "We old men, we still have a little bit of something left in us, and tonight we'll remember what that is. Meet me at the trauma tents after dark." And that's it.
Faz has his dude wrapped around his little finger.
I mean, it could go one of two ways, because he doesn't know what he's getting into yet.
Good. That should be it. You should
Perfect.
Cool. I
Perfect.
think I'm very
Well
happy to
done,
leave
Faz.
that story there for next session.
Yes.
We've got Storm is going to take quite a while doing his tattoos. The back one, relatively quick to get done, 15 marks, and they'll also help supply you with the ink that you need if you needed to restock on anything to do your face tattoo. And they're more than happy they love someone who's enthusiastic about it, as at least interested as you are in it. And they give you their workshop and they'll help you out if need be. And then we pan across and we see Sun in a secluded area, kind of in a sheltered part behind the construction yard near the staging ground. Back to a rock, maybe you're holding a stone in your hands. It sits there lifeless. We zoom in a little bit because at a first glance, or at a glance from any passerby, it would be impossible to see. But as the camera gets closer, all of a sudden, you're holding this stone, Sun, and the headache that you've had since you fell and got knocked unconscious starts to fade, and your thoughts get clearer. And almost imperceptibly, you don't notice it, but your breath starts to steady. And what a perceptive onlooker would notice, which there aren't any around, but from your pouch on your hip, the faintest forms of stormlight seem to be getting drawn from the spheres within into your lungs as you breathe them in, looking at this stone. Your body reacts almost instinctively as your head clears, and the stormlight, as quickly as you breathed it in, crystallized and frosted on your skin and then faded. Our next scene pans across to a prison yard. We go into the main complex, the prison building itself, past bars holding anything from riffraffs and disgruntled people, barflies that got into fights, to the final room that has its door slightly open with a somewhat quizzical guard standing on the other side. And there we see Talanor seated with a small table in front, a bottle of wine and 2 glasses. As you're sitting there sipping, the Parshendi doesn't reach their hand out, doesn't grab the drink offered, but as our last scene fades to black, they look up at you. And for the first time since the fight, you see the cloudedness from their eyes start to fade as they realize that you're sitting there. And their mouth begins to open. And then we cut to credits. Thank you, everybody. This was session 3 of our Stonewalkers adventure. And I'm surprised how close everyone came to dying.
Oh, but what a second win that was, that fight.
Holy
That was
shit.
good.
That
Very
went
good.
from
That
really
was so
bad
close.
to a windfall.
Yeah.
Sun's
If I
damage.
Oh,
We probably could have finished that fight a bit sooner if I hadn't failed by discipline, but I'm kind of glad that I did.
I really liked you role-playing that. We're going to leave everyone there. We'll debrief with you guys shortly. I'm going to say goodbye to the stream. Let's find somebody to raid into, but I hope you all had fun, everybody, and I hope you enjoyed the show. And so, that wraps up episode 6 of our Stonewalkers adventure. The party survived their clash with Parshendi down in the chasms, taking one of them prisoner and returning him to the Colin camp. And what's going on with Sun? Is he breathing in stormlight from the spheres in his pouch? You'll have to stay tuned for the next episode, where we find out.